So when you're working on the Ampex, it's pretty important to actually have a few scrap tapes. I have a few of these guys running around the place. Be prepared, you will snap them, they will break. Make sure you've got a good ample supply of splicing, half-inch splicing tape, because you'll need to splice it. I've probably done about 50 or 60 splices in my donor reels here over a period of time. And that will occur while you're working on the servos. When you're doing the servos, if they do need aligning, there are a few gotchas. So one of the little guys that I physically laid out in CAD and spent several days making are these little alignment guides. So when you remove the covers, the alignment guide actually sits underneath the tension sensor and is screwed in with the left-hand mounting screw in this particular case. That puts it into the exact 90-degree neutral position. If you don't have an alignment guide and got to do the alignment, good luck. There's only one way to do it, and that's with a guide. Over on the right-hand side, you can flip the guide over 180 degrees and lock it in the other way. Now that would all be fantastic, except for one small problem. When TEAC made the transports, they are actually out by 2 millimeters on the right hand side of the transport. It's not actually fully symmetrical. So the trick is to lock it in position anyway, and the magic settings when you go to TP1 on the little optical servo boards, which reside here and here on each side, are not as per the manual, which you'll find when you look in the manual there are a number of different options in there and a number of different settings given. The right answer is actually 4.1 volts on TP1 on both for half-inch tape, and 3.75 volts on quarter-inch tape. Remember those two numbers. They're not in the manual. The manual is highly confusing because it has several different values that they give at different points. There's no consistency, but they are the right values, I can assure you. The other problem of the day, which is a bit of a gotcha. This one got me. Always replace the bearings on both of the idlers on both sides. They're fairly low cost. They're only like $4 or $5 for a bearing. There's two in each. When I started looking at this transport, I discovered that the idler is a slight angle over here. It got bent over from the tension of the tape. And being a smart engineer, I thought, no problem, I'll just get in here with a screwdriver and I'll lever that and straighten it up. Under no circumstances try to do this. I ended up snapping the casting underneath, and there are no spares available for ATR800, so out of a complete block of aluminium I had to mill out a replacement casting. That took me probably a day and a half to do all of that, just purely because I tried to straighten it up. Don't do it. Do not do it under any circumstances. Leave it alone. It's not a huge problem, it's more of a cosmetic one. The tape alignment path will still be quite okay, even with a slight bend in it, but I will guarantee you that if you try to, you're not going to be able to bend the pin, you'll snap the casting. Big mistake. So hopefully somebody will learn from that and not won't do the same thing that I have.